Hello everybody, this is the Cyber Sports Center with another update. I'm Captain Turbo, and well, we do have quite a lot to talk about tonight. So first and foremost, guys, on a personal level, I recently moved to a new place. It's unfortunately made it so commentary and doing any type of vocal session like this a little bit more difficult. So here's the problem. As you guys know, I usually give you guys an update when like a World Cup series is coming to an end or something along those lines. I'm not going to be able to do that as often, so what I'm going to do here is, guys, I'm going to make sure I try and make sure that I do a big update video at the end of every year for what's going to be coming up for the next year. So here's the problem with that though. It's going to lead to spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, then maybe don't watch this video. If you don't really care about spoilers, feel free to continue watching, but there is quite a lot to cover over the course of the next 12 months for the channel, so we're just going to jump straight in and talk about certain things. Okay, I'm not going to give dates, I'm not going to give you guys any idea of how long things are going to last, so we're just going to jump straight into it, and let's talk about the FIFA World Cup series, shall we? So first and foremost, let's talk about the fourth series of the World Cup. It's coming to an end. You guys can probably guess. I'm not entirely certain on the date, but it'll be some point, I want to say around May or April, maybe a little bit later. Actually, screw this, I can actually have a look, can I? So if you give me a second here. Probably should have had this ready. Unfortunately, I've had to unplug the keyboard, so I can't really. This is the way I usually do it. Okay, so I think I've got the last video for it. Yes, we have. Okay, so the last. Actually, I'll give a spoiler alert on when things are going to happen. The FIFA World Cup Series number 4 is going to end on June the 28th. After that, though, we are going to take a very short break for 1 month before we jump in to the next Let's Play, into the next FIFA World Cup Series number 5 for FIFA World Cup, Road to the World Cup 98. Now, the thing with World Cup 98 is there are a lot of teams, or rather, I should say, there's a lot of international teams. There's, I believe, roughly around 130, and because of that, it means that I've had to basically record a lot of matches. In fact, I'm gonna be completely honest and straightforward with you guys here. The 5th series of the World Cup is going to be gigantic. In fact, probably even altogether, in fact, I'm almost certain it comes out more for that one series alone than all of the other series combined together, probably twice over. We're talking probably close to I don't think it's 1,000 videos, but roughly 900, because there's going to be qualifying groups. There's going to obviously then be the World Cup after that, but because there's so many teams, I had to make sure everybody had a fair shake at the World Cup, so there's going to be a lot of matches. Because of this, I believe the current plan is going to be 3 videos. Oh no, sorry, not 3 videos, 2 videos same day. There's going to be no difference in the day. It's going to be there's going to be no difference in the days. It's still going to be every Friday and Saturday for videos, but there will be multiple videos a day. There's going to be 2 videos a day on a Friday. There's going to be 2 videos a day on a Saturday. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do this when we get to the World Cup stage itself. Potentially, I haven't really decided. But for the actual qualification rounds, because there's so many, yeah, we're going to have to do 4 videos per week. So my current plan is the usual, this is in British time, by the way, the usual 9 p.m. for the first match, and then 11 p.m. for the second. So you guys will have plenty of time to watch the first match, and then like an hour later after it's finished, you can go watch the second match. This is going to be ongoing for probably several years. In fact, by the time this actually finishes, the next World Cup will have, come and gone, and that's still a couple of years away. The reason I'm doing this, and I'm not like making more videos available, faster, is just because it took so much time and effort to get these videos out that I would probably end up suffering burnout if I try to keep pushing myself to make, I haven't started on the 6th FIFA Series World Cup because the 5th one burnt me out really badly just because of how long it took. But I hope you guys will watch that when it comes out. Obviously, graphics are a little bit nicer. You get a bit more better commentary from the commentators, and oh boy, it's going to be a doozy when we get there. But like I said, if we're finishing up with the 4th one at the end of June, then you're probably talking late July, early August when we actually start with the 5th series of the World Cup. Obviously, there will be the intro video will be released first, and then there'll be the actual drawing, the live drawing of the qualification groups. Obviously, that is not live, but it was live when I originally did it. So obviously, at the time when I recorded it, I didn't know who was going to group with who. But yeah, that'll be there for you guys to watch. And then the week after those 2 videos have gone live, it'll be the first matches of Group Group A, B, C, and D. So there you go. Let's jump over to the wrestling, shall we? No changes to the basic stuff with Primetime Wrestling on WCW Worldwide. They'll be uploaded every Monday and Tuesday, unless obviously there is a pay-per-view going on, in which case it will be just a Monday upload, and then obviously when you get to the next week, you'll be back to it'll be back to a normal schedule of Monday, Tuesday. Absolutely nothing's going to be different there, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. But if not, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think there's any changes coming to it. I do have different things planned for the future, but for the next little while, that's what you've got to look forward to. That's what you're going to have. It's just more of the same goodness you've had for now. I have had a few queries about it's still been like 2K18 and stuff. Quick spoiler alert here. It will continue to be WWE 2K18 up until, I want to say, WrestleMania 9. So early 1993. After that, we will be jumping into 2K19, which is where I've got most of the different rosters set up on different accounts. So like for 2K18, I've actually been sharing the same roster for both WWF and WCW, but when it gets to 2K19, I've got different accounts set up on my Xbox, and it's going to be different. If I want to record WWF, I'll do it on one account. If I want to record WCW, it'll be another account, and you get the idea. Well, that is pretty much all I need to talk about with the wrestling stuff. But I actually do have another thing coming up that I did want to leave to last. It's going to be, something I'm actually quite glad is pseudo coming back. As in, it's just one of those things where I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, and then I ended up doing it, and I've actually really enjoyed doing it. So as you guys know, up until a couple of years ago, I actually used to upload a lot of different stuff on the channel. I used to do other football, like up to FIFA 17. I did American football with the NFL games, or the Madden games I should say, basketball, hockey, even did some boxing and stuff like that. But then I decided it was just too much. It was just way too much I was taking on, and quite honestly, I got a little bit overwhelmed with it, and I decided to scrap it. Now, I wish I hadn't have deleted almost all the videos, which, by the way, there is still a small, as in this, I mean about 55 videos roughly. There's about 50 something FA Cup matches from FIFA 17 still there, and there's also about 3 boxing videos still up on the channel. They're on the playlist. You can find them in the playlist section. They'll never get updated, but they're there if you do want to watch them. But like I say, everything else unfortunately was deleted. But then about more than 6 months ago, about 8 months ago, I was going through an old hard drive and I found some unused footage I had. Because here's the thing, I was at one point planning to restart the series with FIFA 95. I was going to do, all the Premiership and Championship, or whatever it is, teams from that, and we were going to do the league from that, and keep going on with the games as we did. And I was going to do an FA Cup and everything in between. However, it became again overwhelming. There was too much, so I scrapped the project, and I didn't realize I didn't scrap one thing. I didn't scrap the FA Cup, because I was going to release the FA Cup matches during the middle of the seasons and stuff. But I still had the complete FA Cup series recorded, and I was originally just going to do this as a one-off, but I did edit the videos together, and we are now going to have something for Sundays again. So what's going to happen, guys, is starting on January the 5th, we are going to start off our Sunday videos. We're going to start with the FIFA FA Cup series, and it's kind of going to be the intro video. The first video will be the week after, but you know what I mean. Actually, no, the first video will be a few hours after that. We're going to have ourselves the FIFA FA Cup series from FIFA 95. We're going to have all the teams competing in a knockout tournament over the course of probably about 2 months, 2 or 3 months, maybe a bit more than that, I'm not sure. And we're ultimately going to crown a champion of the FIFA FA Cup series for the first series. Now, here's the thing, this is not a one-off, because after that, we are going to move on to other games. We're going to do this for a lot of games, but here's the thing, we are not going to do what I did last time, because last time what I tried to do was I was trying to do a video from this series first, and then we'll do a video from that series next week. No, we're just going to continue on with that series until it's finished. Now, thankfully, none of these will go more than roughly about half a year. As I said, we're starting off with FIFA FA Cup series. I know it's more FIFA, I know, football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, isn't everybody's cup of tea, that's fine. But because this was the series that basically brought it back, the Sunday uploads back, I thought, okay, it has to be first. I can't not make it the first video I'm doing. It's going to last for, let me check here. Okay, so the final, who obviously I'm not going to spoil who's in it, will actually not be for a good few months. It's actually longer than I expected. The final for the FIFA FA Cup Series 1 will be on June the 1st. After that, we will be moving on, well, not the very next week, on June the 8th, we are going to start the 2K NBA North American Championship. Pretty much what it sounds like, we're going to be playing through the very first 2K game, which was on Dreamcast. We're going to take all the teams, we're going to play through a tournament. I know technically the American sports don't usually follow just like a basic tournament structure like we do in the UK, and like the rest of Europe, but just for convenience sake, for my sake as well, this is how we're going to be doing it. Yeah, we're going to go for the first 2K NBA game, which means you've actually got some decent graphics coming up for one of the sports games. And it's going to have plenty of commentary as well, what with it being a Dreamcast game, so you're jumping forward a generation to like the 6th gen at this point. You'll be able to enjoy, I won't say good commentary, but you'll be able to enjoy commentary. And hopefully you'll enjoy the actual series, because like I said, I actually had a lot of fun recording that. Yeah, apologies guys, I'm just checking something here. Yeah, you're going to get that every week. I'm just looking for when the actual series comes to an end. I'm not actually finding it yet. Yeah, I don't think I actually put in when the end is. I believe it's going to be towards the end of the year, though. Probably sometime in November, maybe even December. It's going to be a little bit longer just because there's more teams. But but each game lasts roughly about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how, depending on if you need overtime and all that good jazz. The winners will be crowned as the first 2K NBA North American champions. And yeah, it pretty much has every team from the NBA as far as I'm aware. Obviously I left out certain teams like, the All-Star team and all that stuff. But you've got like the Pistons, the Timberwolves, all that, the Chicago Bulls and all that stuff. So it's going to be there as well. There you go. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to announce. Is thanks to me finding the FA Cup footage, we're going to be restarting our Sunday uploads as well. So basically you're going to have videos at the bare minimum, at the very least, 4 days a week. And if we don't have a wrestling pay-per-view, you're gonna have videos 5 days a week now. Like Wednesdays and Thursdays are the only days where there's not going to be a video uploaded. And like I said, as soon as we get like later into the second half of the second half of 2025, when the 5th series of the FIFA World Cup starts up, you're gonna have like what 8, 9. On some weeks, you're gonna have 11 videos, like a bare minimum 10. But you're gonna have 11 videos occasionally, so there's gonna be a lot of footage coming. Like I said, Sundays is just gonna be the one video per week, apart from weeks where I'm like starting up a new series. Because what I do is, like I can, if I take a look at my video thing here, I can actually give you a example if you'll bear with me for like another 20 seconds. So when a new series is starting up on the Sundays, we'll be uploading the intro so you guys can, get not so much get hyped, but begin to look forward to it. And you'll get the intro at like 8:45 p.m. British time, and then you'll get the actual video at 9. So you've got like a 15-minute wait before the actual new series starts up. So it's like a little prelude to what you're going to be watching later that day. And that's usually just going to be like the first week of a new series. So and I always try to make something interesting for the intros. But yeah, that's going to be all the new stuff for the year, guys. I don't think there's going to be anything else that props up. Like I said, there is more in line a couple of years down the line with the wrestling, but I'm not going to go into that yet because obviously I don't believe it's actually starting up yet. I am just going to double check though. I don't believe there's meant to be anything for a little while. Yeah, that's it. I was just having to double check, but yeah, there's going to be some differences come to wrestling in 2026, but for 2025, yeah, we're completely golden for the time being. We don't have to worry about anything for quite a while. So hopefully you guys enjoy what we have coming. So like I said, no changes to the wrestling, just more goodness of what we get to watch. The 4th series of the World Cup, that'll be finishing off sometime in the summer. The mega 5th one will be starting off about after a month hiatus, and I'm basically just taking that month off so that we can enjoy a little bit of a break from the football/soccer for a bit. But yeah, once it starts up again, the 5th series is going to be going on for a while. But hopefully you guys enjoy that, and like I said, 4 videos a week for that. 2 on a Friday, 2 on a Saturday. And of course, starting starting later this week, you will have the intro video and the beginning of Sunday uploads again as we start our trip through the FIFA FA Cup series, the first one anyway, with FIFA 95. And obviously later in the year you've got the NBA 2K series with the first 2K NBA game, which I believe was released in 1999 as well. So again, graphics will look pretty nice, and you get some pretty good commentary, to be fair. I believe that's everything I need to speak about for this year, guys. Hopefully there'll be something for you to watch. If not, there's plenty of other good channels for you to go watch. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, boys and girls, goodbye. Hello and welcome back, guys. So this is a slight update to the update video that you've just watched. To put it simply, a few things have changed in the month a month and a half since I recorded the update video. And with it almost being the end of the year, I apologize that this is not a nice looking video, but I just had to really get this put together really fast. So first of all, everything you did watch in the video just now, that is all accurate. Nothing about that is incorrect. Everything is going to happen that I said is going to happen. That's all good and well. But there is more actually to the channel. So I said there was going to be the FA Cup and then the 2K NBA North American Championship. That's going to go ahead, but I did not realize there was going to be, I think, a week or two at the end of the year where it'll actually be the beginning of a 3rd series, and we're going to be doing the Madden Super Bowl series. We're going to be starting with the one of the earlier Madden games for the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. I believe it's either Madden 91 or 92. It was the first game that allowed CPU versus CPU games. So you're going to have that to look forward to right at the end of 2025 as well. Same day as, like I said, the FA Cup and the 2K NBA series as well on Sundays. So yeah, 9 p.m. starts. If you're British time, obviously convert that to your own times. And there you go. That's the update for that. But there is one final update that I did not bring up at all because I didn't plan to do it, but then I decided to do it recently. We're going to be bringing back the boxing videos. Now, I actually do still have a couple of the boxing videos up on my channel from the previous series, the Showdown series. We're just going to be calling this the Fight Night series now. So basically what's going to happen is once every 2 months there's going to be a boxing show on the channel. It's going to start off with a tournament for the heavyweight championship. There's going to be like a quote-unquote league for the middle and cruiserweight championships. And I'm going to use boxers from the turn of the 1990s up until 2020. So you're going to have about 30 years worth of boxing of actual boxing athletes, and we're just going to go from there. We're going to have 6 episodes per year, so kind of like 6 pay-per-views type of thing. These usually will be several hours. Anyway, we're usually between, I'd say, 2 to 4, depending on just how long the boxing matches take, because each show I'm going to try and have 4 boxing matches take place. And yeah, for the day these are going to be on, I'm going to do these also on a Sunday, but they're not going to be interrupting any of the other series. So what's going to happen is, on a day where there's going to be boxing, you'll get your normal whatever it is, whether it's the FA Cup, the 2KMB series, or the new Madden series, whatever. But then you'll get that at 9 o'clock, and then at 11 p.m., again, British Standard Time, you'll also get the newest edition of the Fight Night series as well. So you're getting 2 videos on those particular Sundays. Now, the first one's not going to be taking place until February, so, you know, it's not like you're going to see it straight away, I think. We're planning to do it for maybe February 1st or something. I don't know. I haven't actually got a date in mind yet. I'll put it somewhere in the description or something like that. But it's going to be a brand new series, or rather a returning series. I have already got the first year recorded. I haven't edited the final video yet because I need to actually design the championship still. But that's all I really needed to update. So yeah, the addition to this update is, again, the Madden series at the end of the year, and starting probably around early February. If I am incorrect, I will put an actual date in the comment section. So if what I'm saying is incorrect, just look in the comment section. You'll see the actual day there. So yeah, you got that, the Man series at the end of the year, and then obviously you got the new Fight Night series as well. So as it is, we're actually coming back to what we used to have on the channel years ago, because the last couple of years it's just been wrestling and football, or the FIFA World Cup series. But yeah, we're actually getting back to the point where we're going to be doing a lot of the older stuff we did, but we're just doing it in a way that's more convenient for me to record, edit, and upload. So there you go. Anyway, I apologize that the rest of this video was kind of ugly. I will see you guys with any... I'll either see you guys in a year from now with the next update video. The only other time you might see me is if there's a really important update I need to make at some point or another. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and see you later.